All right, what's up? What's up? Welcome back for another recap video. Today we are finishing green 153. It's a little extra wallet padding for today. Today was interesting. We didn't have anything too amazing. We had PHUN, which did make a decent move from 10 cents up to 45 cents, but it wasn't really in the price range that I like to trade. But we're able to kind of work with what we got today and was able to get small green with a little extra more money in my pocket than I had yesterday, which is good. I'm looking forward to when the market starts to heat up again, but we did just have an offering on PHUN, so that's not going to be good. So pretty much flush from 48 cents all the way back down to 15 cents. That's never what you like to see. So PHUN with an offering. ELAB, which is another stock we were trading this morning, made about 30 bucks on a quick dip here at the open. Didn't get any momentum or any follow through on ELAB. So I just pivoted my attention over to PHUN. Wish I would have got more aggressive on PHUN, but because it wasn't really exactly in my wheelhouse, it was a little outside the time frame that I like to trade a plus. The market was already showing that it was slower up to about 10:30, so I faded my risk a little bit. And by the time PHUN started to really start to take off, I was on pretty smaller share size than I should have been. But I'll take an extra 100, 150 bucks in my pocket any day. It's a nice small green day. ELAB though didn't follow through. Thought this would be potential, but we faded back down to the lows. Just had a lack of momentum, lack of volume on this one. But PHUN, and this had to do with the Trump Iowa thing. If anyone is following that, and then it had an offering. So pretty decent here on PHUN. I do like the pattern. We had a nice pattern here. We can take a look. So have that nice range breakout here at the open, and then in this area we had another sort of I guess you would call this like an ABCD pattern. So here's our A, here's the B, and here's the C, and then here is our D. So at the open, tried to break out, got some resistance, pulled back, forming a bottom here, confirming the low here and a higher low, testing it again on a higher low, and here you got your low, your higher low, and then an even higher low and a higher low. And then look right here, picture perfect, volume starts to come in right here. This is where I need to be aggressive for the break of 1559 or 1550. I did try to get aggressive. I was trading it at the key levels, but this stock required a little bit more patience than what I had. I was looking for instant resolution, but something like this, need to give it a little bit more room. I'm trying to show my executions here, but it doesn't look like they want to show up. Oh, here they are. Yeah, I was trading this area, but I was doing too much scalping without the big picture in mind, and I kind of fumbled the bag a little bit. It would have been better if I just took a position and held for a couple minutes, but that's not really my strategy. That's not really my strategy. In hindsight, it would have worked. A little bit more patience, but it's not really my strategy. And these penny stocks, sometimes you just got to give a little bit more patience. And sometimes in key areas, I did on a breakout. Sometimes on these breakout on penny stocks, you kind of got to let it churn a little bit at the high, let it churn a little bit at the high, and then it finally breaks out, and then it'll churn a little bit, and then it'll break out another couple cent or a couple tenths of a cent, and then churn a little more, then break out another couple tenths of a cent. So you got to be a little bit patient on the breakout and the follow through, which I just didn't have. It's just not really in my repertoire, I guess I could say. But that's something I can improve on. Next time when we start trading, if we're going to be trading penny stocks in the future, that's something that I should be working on. Now that I know to be a little bit more patient on these types of setups and these types of stocks. But very nice kind of opening range breakout. You got your higher lows, and then finally at a key level, volume increasing tremendously, and that was your signal to get long for the break of the previous high. And then here you had your nice sort of bull flag pattern, forming another higher low, and on increasing green volume, buying volume, breaking through 1650 and 17. And then here's your another, so there's your first pullback, here's your second pullback. We actually had 3 pullbacks, or 4 pullbacks, which is crazy. Once we started breaking out of it, once we started reaching this area, I was like, we might see a 5-minute pullback. We could see a move back down here before we start to rip higher. It's been a while since I've really seen a stock hold 3, 4, 5 pullbacks before finally getting that 5-minute pullback. But, you know, it did rip pretty aggressively. If you could be, you know, aggressive buying high and confidently holding into the momentum. What I found is on PHUN, it's really kind of followed the trend. It didn't really have too many fake outs, you know. Once we do get that breakout volume, you know, consistently started to come in, it'll break out a couple cents. It would hold the high of its candle, break out another couple cents, hold the high of a candle, break out another couple cents. If you could be a little bit more confident at the highs, you could have definitely made a killing on this. We didn't really have a huge, you know, this wasn't really a stock where it was like breaking out and then whipping right back down to the low of the candle, then whipping back up and then breaking out and then whipping back down and whipping back up. You know, a lot of those stocks, you know, we've seen like last month of all that whippy action. This one was relatively, I've got to be honest with you, this one's relatively clean as far as the candlesticks goes. There wasn't really a lot of shenanigans. And again, after we topped out here at 35, which was the daily 200 EMA. If you take a look at the daily chart, it's a 200 EMA. So we kissed the 200 EMA and then faded for the 5-minute pullback. And it bottomed out pretty much right above that 5-minute 9 EMA. And that is where I got long, right in that area. So I was looking like, I was looking to get long after it kind of broke this level here, and I saw the tape flip from heavy selling to heavy buying, bottoming tail, and that's where I started to get long. I was in 15,000 shares at the low here at 25, but selling for only like a tenth of a penny. A tenth of a penny. I started scaling out, and I think I scaled out like my probably like the best was like 26.50. And then we pushed a little bit higher. I should have held that a little bit more, but you know, I had to remember that that's not really in my strategy to really be holding for that long. You know, maybe I can make an exception for these types of stocks, like penny stocks, where you know I can allow myself to hold a little bit longer. But you know, for right now, I want to definitely focus on my bread and butter, the setups that I know work, my risk reward that I know works, and then work to scale that up, rather than trying to change too much about it. So I was able to work with what I got. I didn't trade any of this from here, but I was able to work with what I got, you know, with PHUN, penny stock. I really don't like trading stocks lower than 50 cents or even $1, but sometimes you just got to work with what you got, and I was able to make a little over $100 today, so that's good. And we'll come back tomorrow. Hopefully we have some decent momentum. We did have an offering on PHUN, so that could weigh a little bit more in momentum. I'd hate to see it, but I guess the company is in need for some funds. Hopefully we start seeing a change in momentum in the market. We'll see what we have tomorrow. I hope tomorrow we sit down and there's a decent gapper that brings us some continuation and some good opportunity at the open. But for now, I think it's best for me to just continually just sit down and, you know, take it as it comes, and not try to push it until the time is right. Until the time is right, you know, keep it conservative for right now, and wait for the right opportunity and for the right market sentiment, and then I can push it from there. So that's going to be it. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button for me on the way out, and hit that subscribe button if you are a new viewer. And I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.